Hello friends, it's Chanel and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk to you all about what I personally do to keep myself sane in this quarantine. And I'll do it while I go through my skincare routine with you all. So if you want to see that, just keep on watching. The first thing that we're going to do today is wash your face. So I'll be using the Bio Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanse. It has two of my favorite ingredients, which are charcoal and salicylic acid. Now charcoal detoxifies the skin. It brings any dirt, bacteria, chemicals, anything that's in your skin to the surface, and obviously you wash it off. It also has salicylic acid, which I think out of everything that I'm going to talk about today, salicylic is hands down my favorite ingredient, because salicylic acid, it fights hyperpigmentation from acne scarring. There's nothing more depressing than going through your teen years with bad acne like I had and bursting into this new adult life and realizing, oh, I still have to deal with these acne scars, and having a lower self-confidence because of these scars. And when I found out what salicylic acid does for your skin, I never went back. So I'll be taking this face wash on my spinning brush, 1 pump of the face wash, and apply it all over my face. And it smells so good. It smells really good. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. Bring it on your neck. Don't neglect your neck in skincare. Don't neglect it in skincare. Don't neglect it in makeup. Don't neglect it. Because when your face looking good but your neck looking questionable, don't say I didn't tell you anything. So I just work it in a little bit with my fingertips. I wet the bristles of the brush and I'm just going to take it all over my face in circular motions. When I put on my face mask, I'll really dive into what I do to stay sane in this quarantine, because I have some things I want to talk to you all about, like with respect to the benefits of some of the things I use in my skincare, where I use it, how I use it, and I don't want to be jumping all over the place while I do it. So I usually just work the brush around my face for a minute or so, and then I go wash off. So I'm going to wash off this and come back to the next step. Okay, so I'm back and now we're going to do a face mask. I use the Indian Healing Health and Beauty Aspects bentonite clay. That's what I use. Bentonite clay has a lot of amazing skin benefits, such as detoxifying the skin and helping to treat acne and oily skin. So what I do is, in a glass bowl, I mix equal parts of the clay and some organic apple cider vinegar. So before I get into how I cope, how are you all doing? How are you all coping with being home? Just let me know in the comments below. So I have been home since March the 13th. That was the Friday. I believe that was the day when we got our first case. Since then, I have been home. If Uncle Rowdy tell me stay home, I stay at home. I stay home. I like being home sometimes. I know it's a difference when you want to stay home than being told you have to stay home. So I do go a little stir crazy as well. but I try to find things to be busy. My hair, I braided my hair for myself, and this was the first time I've ever braided my hair. It was a process. It really is a learning curve, and the front of my hair is a lot better than the back. So I learned to braid my hair. I've been baking. I've been catching up on all my shows. So you had to come and honk your loud horn. Some shows that I've been catching up on are Blind Spot. Now, if you haven't watched Blind Spot, you need to go and watch it now. Take my advice, take my word for it. If you like crime shows, you really like this one. It's about this woman who was left in a bag in Times Square, and she didn't have any memory. She didn't know who she was, where she came from, how she got there. And there was a FBI agent's name tattooed on her back. Her body was covered in tattoos, and she doesn't remember how she got any, where they came from, nothing. So they soon realized that the tattoos lead them to solve certain crimes, take down people. It deals with a lot of corruption in America, and it's a really interesting show. It has 4 seasons. It takes you through how they solve each of the tattoos, because each tattoo is linked to something. Some tattoos you need to solve one to solve the other. It's really interesting. Another show that I've been watching, me and my boyfriend have been watching this, it's called Castlevania. I have to catch up to him because he don't want to wait for me. He don't want to wait for us to watch it together. But Castlevania is like a show that deals with Dracula and how he was basically fed up of how humans destroying the earth. He wanted nothing to do with humans, but then he fell in love with a human, a doctor. She was so pure and so, you know, like his other half. So he started to have faith in humans again, and because he's been around for ages, he knows a lot of tips and tricks, a lot of medical stuff. You know, which herbs work for what, etc., etc. And because she was a doctor, he passed on all this information to her, and people in the village were like,
where you learn this from? How you moving people?
And she was like, it's natural, it's herbs.
and they were like,
You witch! You witch!
you serve the devil, you're dead, you're gone. And they killed her. So when he came back, he saw them burning her, and they were like, she was begging them,
Please, please, please. You're making angry. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
she warned them, but they don't want to listen. And they were like,
Who? The devil?
so long story short, they killed her, and he set out to, he was like,
See, me and you once not me and them again. I don't trust nobody. You want to take the only thing that gave my life meaning. So
he basically going on a rampage now, and he looking to kill everybody, wipe out civilizations, everything. So we're just taking you through that entire story, and what I just explained was basically just episode 1. It have 3 seasons. If you think you're into something like that, you can give it a watch. I've watched it. So for the face mask, you leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes if you have sensitive or delicate skin, and 15 to 20 minutes for normal skin. I don't know what time it is now, but when it dry, I'll go and wash it off. I'll keep on talking to you all. So another show that I've been watching is Big Mouth. And this show is real like so. Yeah, this show is about preteens who started to go through puberty, and it reminds me of like the vulgarity of Simpsons and Family Guy, all those Adult Swim shows. This is what it reminds me of. It's a really good show. I'm not gonna sell it anymore. It's a really good show. You should give it a watch. Series that you haven't watched. If you haven't watched You, where have you been? You is the shit. is about a psychotic man. He's very obsessive, and he's obsessed over this particular woman, and he tries to control her life to make it seem like he is Prince Charming, and he crazy. Point blank period, this man crazy. But it just takes you through all the things that he would do for love, all the things that he would do to make her happy. And season 1 was a roller coaster, and season 2, personally I find season 1 was better, but season 2 is really good. The ending will have you like, well, I'll be damned. So you should give you a watch. If you all have any series that you are watching that I didn't mention, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what I should be watching, because I have real time. So besides watching series, I've been doing some room decor, makeovers, all that stuff. So behind me, me and my dad, we built that second shelf up there because I keep buying things. I have a problem with it. I have a problem. Once I have money in my hand, I had to spend it. I had to go and buy something. And you see Pennywise has something on it, because I would go to pick up 1, 2, 3 things, and I would leave with 2 bags, and my bill would be $500-$600. I don't understand it, but hi, my name is Chanel. An addict. So all that to say, I needed more space because I was buying things, and I had nowhere to put them. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it for this for a while, but because we home, can't go nowhere, I was like, alright, I'll build it here. So I help him with little things, hold the wood while he's cutting it, hold this while he's drilling, But I'm really happy with it, and I love it. I'm trying to do a lot more with my room to make my room a lot more personable. But wait a minute. You reached so far in this video and you ain't subscribed to my channel yet? We're really doing? Like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends if you want to come back and see me. I've also been exercising. Now, I know everybody and their mother, they say they don't have time to exercise. Oh, I have to go to school, I have to go to work, I'll be tired when I come home, I can't wake up early. Yeah. I am one of them. I give all those excuses. I'm the queen of them excuses. But I didn't really like working out at home, so I was like, you know what, when the semester starts back, I'll get back into it. No. And because we're home, I have nothing to do, I was like, I'll give this home workout a try. So we have a treadmill at home. I've been going on it in the morning, and I've also been doing something that my friend sent me. It's called the T25 workout. I do it this morning. I'm tired. I'm ready to go in my bed. But one thing, when you work out and you feel this burn, and you take a bath, whoo, child, you just feel a lot better. A nice way to start off the morning. That's what I've really been doing at home. So the mask is dry, so I can touch it and nothing comes off on my fingertips. So I am going to wash this off and I will be back. And I'm back, you guys. I finished washing off the mask, and there's just one drawback with using the bentonite clear is that my skin, I don't know if you could see it properly, it's pretty dry, especially around my mouth. But I try to, but don't study that. So I only use this like once a month. I have to make sure I really moisturize well after using this. I usually moisturize well, but I mean, like, I really need to be on my P's and Q's when it comes to moisturizing after using the bentonite clay mask. So it's been a while since I've been out to the shower, so I'm just going to rehydrate my face with some rose water. You have to use what you have. Just push it back into my skin and just let my skin, you could already see that my skin isn't as dry anymore. What I'm going to do now is take some of my glycolic acid 7% toning solution from The Ordinary. On my channel, you're going to realize that I really enjoy The Ordinary because they're very affordable and their products really do work. So what I usually take these on cotton rounds, but I don't have any. I'm going to just saturate a cotton ball and wipe this on my face while I tell you some of the benefits of glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is part of the AHA family, which is alpha hydroxy acid. Now, glycolic acid is known to exfoliate the skin, and it's great for acne prone skin. My skin isn't that acne prone anymore, but when I was younger I wish I had this. I just take it and wipe it all over my face. Now that this is dry, what is seeped into my skin, I go in with a treatment called niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% from The Ordinary. And I mainly focus this in my T-zone, especially over my nose, because niacinamide is a water-soluble vitamin that minimizes the appearance of large pores. So I put it in areas where my pores are a little bit larger than others, so like right here, my T-zone, etc. And niacinamide, it also gets rid of something called sebaceous filaments. So if you ever look on your nose and you see like little white dots on your face, on your nose, and probably around your mouth as well, those are called sebaceous filaments. Now, these sebaceous filaments can clog your pores along with dirt and oil, and that would cause your nose to not look the greatest. And what I found is when I use this, instant change. I'm telling you guys. If you have that same problem, you should invest in this. If you don't like The Ordinary for whatever reason, you should at least try and get something with niacinamide in it because it's a game changer. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So to moisturize today, I'm going to be taking the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with hyaluronic acid in it. Now, right after salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid has to be my favorite acid. Hands down. Because hyaluronic acid is a natural humectant, which means it draws moisture to the surface of your skin. And it keeps your skin moisturized throughout the day. So anything I see, any skincare product I see with hyaluronic acid in it, I'm already sold. So that's why I got this one. My sister bought this because I don't have the kind of guap she's spending on this. Anyways guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you took some of these useful tips and may apply them to your skincare routine in the future. And I hope to see you soon. Bye! Hi guys. Just jumping back in quick while editing, I realized I forgot to say one of the things that also keeps me busy, and it's because I have nephews and they are both toddlers. And anyone out there with children, nieces, nephews, cousins, any younger relative, you'll know how much of a handful they can be. So since I've been home, I've been designated babysitter of the month. And well, they love their auntie, so I can't blame them. But that's also something that really keeps me busy. I know everyone doesn't have younger relatives or siblings even, but also keeping in touch with your friends, checking up on them, making sure they're mentally stable. All of these things are things that I think you should do as a model citizen and a good friend. So check up on your friends, see how they're going, video call, voice call, play some games together. Possibilities are endless, and just make the most of being at home, because God knows when we'll be home like this again. I don't want it to be in any way, shape or form. I don't want it to be misconstrued that I just, I am glad to be home, but I'm not glad for the reason that that makes sense? Yeah. So check up on your friends, check up on your family, make sure everyone's good, and stay safe. Please stay home. Please, please, please stay home. If you have to go out, follow the regulations, be extra cautious, wash your hands, don't be too close to anybody. Anything you touch, sanitize your hands after. Don't touch your face, just be safe for me, please.